Have you ever had a dream so big, so vivid, that it felt more real than the world around you? A dream you were willing to dedicate your entire life to? Today, we're journeying back to 19th century France to meet a man who did just that. His name was Ferdinand Cheval, an ordinary postman who, over 33 years, built an extraordinary palace from stones he picked up on his mail route. This is the story of the Palais Idéal, a monument born from a single dream and countless footsteps. Our story begins in 1879. Ferdinand Cheval is 43 years old, living a quiet, unassuming life as a rural postman in the village of Hal. Every day, he walks a route of nearly 20 miles, delivering letters, parcels, and news. His life is routine, marked by the changing seasons and the dusty country roads. But one day, something shifts. On his usual path, his foot stumbles against a stone. But this isn't just any stone. Its shape is peculiar, almost sculptural, weathered by time into something beautiful. Cheval picks it up, captivated. He puts it in his pocket. That night, the stone triggers a memory of a dream he had had years earlier. A fantastical dream of a palace with grottos, towers, and giants carved from rock. He had dismissed it as a fanciful thought, but now, holding this unique stone, the dream reignites with unstoppable force. He later wrote, "Since my dream was a reality, I set to work." The very next day, he returned to the same spot and found even more beautiful stones. He filled his pockets, then his postbag, and eventually, he brought a wheelbarrow. For the next 33 years, Ferdinand Cheval's daily postal route became a quest for building materials. Imagine the scene: a postman finishing his long day of work, not heading home to rest, but beginning his real labor under the moonlight. He gathered stones of all shapes and sizes: sandstone, flint, quartz. Pushed by a vision only he could see, the villagers thought he was mad. "The poor, crazy postman," they'd whisper, watching him mix lime, mortar, and cement to bind his treasures together. He had no architectural training, no formal artistic education. His only tools were a trowel, a chisel, and his unshakable determination. He was building on instinct, inspired by nature, postcards from exotic places he delivered, and the Bible. Slowly, incredibly, the palace began to take shape in his vegetable garden. It wasn't a conventional building. It was a sculpture you could walk through. He built grottos that looked like underwater caves and towers that reached for the sky. He sculpted giants, fairies, and exotic animals. He carved inscriptions and poems directly into the walls, telling his own story. The north facade is a cascade of natural forms inspired by a gorge he knew. The east facade features a Hindu temple, an Egyptian tomb, a medieval castle, and a Swiss chalet, all coexisting in perfect, whimsical harmony. It was a world of pure imagination. For 33 years, through scorching summers and freezing winters, Cheval worked. That's over 90,000 hours of labor, all performed by one man. He finished the outer walls in 1902 and spent another decade on the interior. By 1912, at the age of 76, his ideal palace was finally complete. It stood 12 meters high and 26 meters long, a testament to the power of a single, persistent dream. Cheval had hoped to be buried within his creation, but French law forbade it. Undeterred, at the age of 78, he spent another 8 years building his own mausoleum in the village cemetery, a smaller, yet equally intricate version of his palace. He finished it just 2 years before he passed away in 1924. Today, the Palais Idéal is not the folly of a madman, but a celebrated masterpiece of outsider art. In 1969, it was declared a historical monument by France's Minister of Culture, who recognized it as a unique and powerful work of art. It now attracts hundreds of thousands of visitors each year, all coming to marvel at what one person can achieve with passion and perseverance. It stands as a powerful reminder that you don't need wealth, status, or formal training to create something truly magnificent. All you need is a dream and the courage to pick up the first stone, Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey. If you were inspired by Ferdinand Cheval's story, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories of amazing people and places. We'd love to have you in our community. Until next time, keep dreaming.